Hey guys, it's Kimberly with Kimberly's VSG Journey. I'm finally back and ready to make this video. Okay, so I will get into my stats first. I am 5'2", and I had surgery in Tijuana, Mexico at Mexico Bariatric Center with Dr. Ishmael Cabrera, who is wonderful, and so is his team. My high weight at the beginning of pre-op was 274.9. I can't remember if it was 0.9 or 0.6. At surgery weight, I was 253, so I had lost 21.9 pounds. I stepped on the scale this morning. My current weight is 239.4. What? That is 13.6 pounds since last Monday. Crazy. I cannot, a total loss of 35.3 pounds. It just boggles my mind because that never happened. So, I've been very fortunate that people are very supportive and are, really excited for my journey. But I have a support group also that I'm on Facebook with, who had it's like October 10th Losers Bench support system or support that I'm on, and some of those people that people have heard not so nice things like, why didn't you just do this without surgery? The thing is we have to do this. Once you have the surgery, you guys know, now we're finding out, there's no way that you can stuff your face the way we did post-surgery. So to me, it's just common sense that, people need to understand that what am I trying to say? Squirrel. That it's not that easy, because the food is there and you don't have a restriction in your stomach to fall off the wagon per se. So anyway, I feel bad for people who don't have the support system, and shame on them, those people who do that to them. But anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so last week was pretty much a whirlwind from the following Wednesday or Thursday before surgery. We drove to Texas, and then we stayed with my mother-in-law, and then we went, flew to San Diego. And the hotel we had gotten that night was right off of the bay, San Diego Bay, and it was beautiful. But I was starving because I was on the liquid diet. And believe it or not, there is no restaurants around where we were that had clear broth. It was either clam chowder with a cream broth or a clam chowder with a red broth, or like a tomato-based broth. Excuse me, that's another thing. Burpees. Oh my goodness. Yeah, burps. So anyway, I was starving. So that night I basically just had like vitamin zero water that whole day that we were in San Diego, which was Friday. Then Saturday. So that's all I had Saturday, and I was pretty grumpy. I was not a happy camper because I really wanted some broth. But the good news is on Sunday, the driver picked us up. We went to the hospital, got our blood work, and that's when I found out I was at 253. So I had lost more weight, and I was super excited. I couldn't believe it. I was like, woohoo. So after all that was done, then they took us to the hotel, the Hyatt, which is a super nice hotel. Everybody was so friendly, and, it was just wonderful. We got there and we got to have all the broth, Jello, and popsicles we wanted. So that was the first thing I did, was have some chicken broth and a popsicle. And then they came and got us Monday, and that's where it all happened. Surgery went great. Of course, I have a reaction to anesthesia. So every time I've been under, I have gotten super sick. Super, super sick. And of course, I did this time. Even when they give me something, I still get sick. So the whole time I was in the hospital, I was on nausea and pain medicines because I was so nauseous. But thankfully, it didn't do anything to the sleep because I did the leak test and I was fine. I feel great. When we got back this past Thursday, I wasn't feeling too great because I still had air up in my diaphragm, and that was very, very uncomfortable. And the other thing that I did not realize, I guess I should have asked, but our doctors put drains in after surgery. Oh no. And I do not deal with pain very well. So the drain was super, super uncomfortable. But it came out Tuesday. And that was a huge relief. It was like a whole new ball game with that drain out. But I've done well. They made us walk immediately. So I did that. I took a shower the very next day so they could clean the incisions. Incisions are looking good. I am having some reaction to the adhesive on the bandages though, so I'm hoping we can do the air dry thing because when I took a shower today, where the bandages came off, I mean it was stinging, like on fire, stinging from, I guess, just I'm having an allergic reaction to the adhesive because it's been on and off my body since last Monday. So I probably need to have a breather. But I'm a little nervous about that too because I have 2 or 3 that are still kind of open, especially the drain hole. It's still open. It looks like I got shot in the side. It looks like someone shot me. That one's, so things that are open like that kind of make me nervous to leave them air drying, but maybe that's a good thing. What's another thing? Oh, I'm doing okay on getting liquids and protein in. Not the best. Yesterday, I don't know, I didn't have as much restrictions, so I was able to get like 60 grams of protein in and all my water, and that was no problem. I'm still on the thick liquid diet until the 29th. And I started that Sunday. And I will, from the 29th through November 5th, it will be the soft solids or the pureed stuff. And then after that, I can start putting in one food at a time to see how I react, which I cannot wait because I miss chewing. I miss food and I miss chewing. Like, you know, drinking, you don't have to chew. So that's been kind of tough. But gotta follow the rules, right? So, and it's a job. It's a job every day to make sure you get that liquid in and keep track of it. I need to start doing my Fitness Pal. I have one. I'll probably post that below maybe next time, but right now I'm not really doing anything with it because I'm still on just thick liquids. So, I don't know that would help anybody with just thick liquids right now. Also, what happened in the hospital is I knew I was about to start Shark Week, and I was hoping that would not happen during surgery because I never, with the PCOS, I never know when it's going to come. It's either 2 weeks before or the month before, or it's whatever it wants to do. Well, it started right the day after surgery, so that was not fun. Also, I've had, this is TMI too, I've had diarrhea since surgery, the day after. And I don't know if that's normal. They didn't seem concerned about it at the hospital. They were saying that's a good thing, that my bowels are moving. So I've had that though since get-go. It's not been normal. And I just started all my vitamins and my back on my probiotic and my prescription today. So, and I'm still on an antibiotic for the incisions, just for infection. I can tell I've lost inches, especially in my face and my wrists. The Fitbit used to be on the 3rd, and now I can put it on the 5th. Oh, and I have a post NSV on the plane. I just knew I was going to have an extension. If I hadn't have lost that 21.9 pounds, I would have. But it clasped with there was no extra, but I didn't have to have an extension. So I was super excited about that I did not have to ask for an extension. Other than that, I'm doing really well. I'm super excited about this journey. Right now it's hard just because I'm still in liquids. I don't know why I keep saying we, because I'm still in liquids, and so yeah, I cannot wait till the 29th where I can eat cottage cheese and things, soft foods like that. I can't wait. And let's see. I don't think I have very much more other than the kids are out of school for fall break the rest of this week. Hope everybody's had a great week. I'm trying to catch up on all the videos. I got really far behind, so I'm trying to watch 1 or 2 here and there. And but yeah, there's a lot happened since all this. I guess when you're, some days I wasn't feeling that great, and then but for the most part I felt really, really good. I had jet lag for a while because San Diego is 2 hours behind what we are. We're central, and so that was kind of hard trying to catch up with the time and stuff. But other than that, it's been smooth sailing. So I'm just ready for more inches and more pounds to drop, and we'll be good to go. I know my mom doesn't watch these, but she was incredible taking care of my kids the week we were out of town, and the kids loved it. They love their Nana. Who doesn't love their Nanas and Papas? So that was shout out to my mom. And anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. That's pretty much, I just want to catch you up on what my journey was like. But I tell you, anybody who is questioning Mexico to do it, it's a 1/4 of what it costs in America if you don't have insurance. My insurance does not cover it, or my husband's insurance does not cover it. So there was no way that this would have happened. So thank goodness. Mexico is a blessing for those who do not have insurance. And absolutely the best care. I mean, the nurses were just super nice. They took good care of you. I had one nurse that didn't know what she was doing with the needles. Okay. Do you see that? Yeah. That looks good compared to what happened. Well, and it, plus her heart, she just did not, I think she got nervous. Because Lucy was my main nurse, and she did a fabulous job putting the needle, went in on my left hand first. And I guess because you're so dehydrated, they switch them out because of swelling. So they were changing it over, and she tried this vein on this arm where the bruise is. And my veins were depleted because I had no fluids in my system. At that time I was only eating ice chips, and so I kept telling her it hurt, so she stopped, and then she put it in this hand. Well, this hand, like the right hand, started swelling like really big, and so they had to come and put it in on the other arm. And I said, I want Lucy. So Lucy came and did this one and did just fine. So that's the only thing, but that can happen anywhere. It can happen in America. I've had nurses in America that haven't done a great job with needles either. So I don't hold that against them. Just, it was wonderful. My doctor was absolutely fabulous. His team was fabulous. The internist that came in, and then Dr. Valero, she was super nice. She came in and would talk to me about nutrition and what I would do and things I might feel, and just made me feel really, really comfortable. So I appreciate that about them. Setup is way different than America. They just, they care more about the technology where you're the surgery part of it. As far as the rooms, there's not monitors like in America, where they monitor your heart rate and all that kind of stuff. Now they come in every so often and check your vitals and stuff like that, but it's not like, it's just not up to date like in America. And in America, I have to say, we're spoiled. We're spoiled little brats. We have everything handed to us, and I love that. Don't get me wrong, but in places like Mexico, or my husband's done mission trips, in Nicaragua and things like that. They're more about family and congregation, and they're just happy to be alive, and they don't know all this fancy stuff that we've got. So anyway, that's another story. But just to say, if you're nervous about Mexico, don't be. Just do your homework, research. That's what I did, and it all worked out, and I feel great. I haven't had any issues whatsoever, other than the adhesive and that one little boo-boo with the with the needle. But other than that, everything's healing great. I feel great. And so I guess that's really all that matters. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good week. And I may start doing videos on Monday because that was my surgery date. Our surgery. And so I'm probably not going to do one. I'll probably do another one on Monday. So it'll be a quick one. And then that way we can get on track. For Mondays. So anyway, because that's when I would like to start weighing, is on my my surgery date, Monday thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I will talk to you next week. Bye.